folks, thanks for tuning in. Just a very quick one today. I know everyone's probably busy wrapping presents, but I thought you might like to hear about a little Christmas present that Shaun Attwood has sent to Darren G. Now, thank you very much to the person that made me aware of this. It's much appreciated, as is all the information that comes through from people. But Darren G has put this out on his Twitter. Effectively what it is, it's a letter or an email purporting to be from Shaun Attwood's solicitors, and it was sent to Darren G by the looks of things via his merch store, so that's very professional. It's basically telling Darren that he's in trouble for talking about Shaun Attwood on the James English podcast and that he's going to get sued, but if he wants to make any offers then he can feel free to do so. That's the way I read it anyway. Let's just go over the letter first and then we can talk about it briefly. As I say, it's just going to be a very quick one today. So the letter then, it says, "Dear Mr. G, RE, our client, Mr. Shaun Attwood. We act for Mr. Attwood in relation to a claim against you for defamation and GDPR breaches. This claim emanates from YouTube videos that were published on the YouTube channel. Anything goes with James English. For the sake of clarity, the link to the video is..." and then the link to the podcast episode with Darren G and James English, Darren G Part 3. Then it goes on to say, "We wish to place you on notice that our client intends to pursue legal action against you in respect of this, and you will shortly be receiving formal pre-action correspondence. In the meantime, if you wish to make a reasonable offer to our client, we await hearing from you. We are open to the concept of ADR/mediation and will refer to this correspondence in due course to establish our attempts to engage in meaningful pre-action negotiations. All our clients' rights remain fully reserved. Yours faithfully, a squiggly line, Eve Solicitors." So, quite an unimpressive looking letter, full of grammatical errors, capitalisation missing where it's meant to be, appearing where it's not meant to be, a space in the middle of the word YouTube, hyphens missing, and just general grammatical errors. Generally just a very unimpressive letter, to the point that having shown this to the usual good people that help me with videos, a lot of them believe that this looks fake as hell, and it may well be, because it is quite a bad looking letter. For a solicitor's letter, I would certainly expect better, so I'd probably give this about a 3 or 4 out of 10, because it's certainly below average of what one would expect. But these letters, these solicitors' letters, or letters of this style, they are 10 a penny. A solicitor will send these out, probably cost Shaun Attwood about £200 to get it done if it's legit. From my limited knowledge, anyone can ask a solicitor to send one of these letters to any person, and it's made to put fear into people. And that goes along with what Shaun Attwood does. He's always harassing and intimidating people in ways that certainly would appear to be harassment and intimidation anyway, in my opinion, from what people have said to me. You've got, obviously, Amber Huxley's father being approached. If that's true, that is not a good move. On behalf of Shaun Attwood, that's a very dirty move. You've got Jimmy Harris getting a text message telling him that Wildman won't be happy when he finds out what he said. Things like that. And we've got that legal letter being sent to Sharon Gale, which was probably one of these, to be honest with you. Now, I do also note that they put the full link in to the podcast episode. There's no timestamps, there's just the link to the James English episode with Darren G. I would have expected there to be timestamps or quotes so that Darren could be made aware of exactly what it is he said that they are saying is defamatory or in breach of GDPR. They cannot just say the whole thing, every single word Darren said. It doesn't work like that. They've also said that they're open to mediation and looking for a response from him. That's probably an attempt, if this is an actual legitimate letter, that's probably an attempt to get Darren G to contact the firm of solicitors so that they can say, "We won't take any further action if you stop talking about Shaun Attwood in public." That's probably what that is. And then try and get him to sign something. But how is he supposed to mediate, get into mediation, or reply to them if he doesn't know exactly what statements or statement he has made that they are referring to? There needs to be very, very specific timestamps or very, very specific quotes in there. And they also made reference not only to what Darren said, but to the fact that it's been published. So I wonder if that means, again, if this is a real letter, I wonder if that means that James English will be receiving a similar letter, or email I should say, via his own merch store email address. I don't know if James English actually sells merch, but that appears to be the way that Shaun Attwood's solicitors get in touch with people. Quite professional, isn't it? You would normally expect them to, you know, maybe send it to someone's address. In Scotland, they would actually come to your house with one of those letters and hand it to you, but maybe things don't work the same way in England. So, in my personal opinion, if I received one of these letters, I would ignore it. It doesn't have any demands on it, it doesn't have any deadlines on it, it doesn't give me any specific quotes or timestamps or anything. It doesn't look as if anyone in that firm of solicitors has even looked at the video. They've just posted the link to the video on it. But of course, if he's got a lawyer, then he can pass it to his lawyer. If you're a lawyer and you're listening to this, watching this video, you can obviously put your comments down below as well. Darren's on Twitter, you could maybe fire him a tweet or something if you've got advice, I don't know, but anyway, he's put the letter on his Twitter, so if you want to go and have a look for yourself, you can head on over there. But it does just seem like the usual bully tactics to get somebody to stop talking about you that we've seen Shaun Attwood engage in time and again. I'd be very surprised if this actually went any further. It was also pointed out as well that the logo appears to differ from the logo on the website, so you've got Eve Solicitor's logo on this letter, and Eve Solicitor's logo on their website does actually appear to be a different logo because it's got a line through the middle of it. It doesn't have a line through the middle of it here, at least not showing up anyway on this email. So not a very good letter, full of very basic errors, as I say. Signed on behalf of the firm of solicitors, not a name or anything that anyone can get in touch with, just on behalf of the solicitors. So there we have it, but you can make of that what you will. I don't want to say that it's definitely fake. I didn't actually think it was fake until other people started mentioning that it might be fake. Now I'm looking at it, it's a very bad looking letter, so it really might be fake, but you would like to think more highly of Shaun Attwood than to actually go around sending letters that are fake solicitors' letters. Surely he wouldn't be that stupid. But you just never know. You really just never know with Shaun Attwood. But anyway, I just thought I'd report that just now. Make of it what you will. It's Christmas tomorrow, so I hope everyone's got their Christmas shopping done, because if you haven't, then it's definitely too late now. And I need to go and wrap up presents because I've left things very late as usual in time for tomorrow. Anyway folks, thanks very much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Cheers.